How do you make a full-length feature film on a budget of $1,300 and then have it selected for this year's Swiss Film and Video Festival? Jessie went to meet a young filmmaker who did.
Hi, die Klume! Hi.
Oh yeah. What about us?
It's New Year's Eve in Auckland, New Zealand, and 4 characters find themselves desperately needing to call home. But it's not as easy as that.
Eve's New Year is the first feature film project of Filipino filmmaker Jake Wells. Jake left the Philippines in 2001 and studied filmmaking at the New Zealand Film Academy in Auckland in 2006.
We wanted to make a feature film, and my crew were all sort of really constrained in terms of writing a full-blown script. Well, why don't we make a collaboration of different short films together and put it into a feature? It's almost like it's really a fragmented narrative put together. And I said, well, the easiest one is we'll just put people in Auckland. They're stuck there. It's New Year's Eve. What happens to them and that sort of thing. And then suddenly it dawned on me that, hey, that's my birthday. So, oh, even better.
Jake collaborated with 2 of her former classmates from other countries to complete the movie's international theme.
So I was like always trying to think like, oh, how can we also include like the Switzerland part of it? And I was also thinking because the cafe is actually owned by my parents, so I thought I really want to use that because it's such a nice location to use and it's free. So we really have to focus on free stuff. We just wrote it and then they had a look. We had to look and discussed it and rewrote and yeah. So that's how it got together.
Filming began in 2007 with most scenes being shot in Auckland. With their tight budget, the directors had to get creative when shooting some of the overseas scenes.
Hi, Gina.
Hindi ko alam, kuya. Hindi ko alam.
Ang tanga-tanga mo talaga. Ang hirap na nga.
I made a film on a budget of 1,300 New Zealand dollars just because everybody who was involved was just so amazing, and they were, you know, contributing their time, their efforts, and whatever they could, the props for free. We did film in different countries, so we had footages shot in Paris and in St. Gallen in Switzerland, as well as in the Philippines, but we sort of tied that together with our holidays. So we already had holidays planned individually, the 3 directors in the film, and so we thought, okay, let's shoot the scenes while you're over there.
James, it's a New Year's Eve. You know, I wanted to call them.
For most of the actors involved, it was their first time delving into the world of acting.
Yes, and so nervous sometimes about doing how you do it, but it's good experience.
No, I was called a dairy owner. Just classic, being an Indian and a dairy owner, and being given a pink dairy was a highlight actually. So it was quite interesting. I mean, I do like acting, so that's why when Jake told me, are you interested in the role, I sprung to it and I said, yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot.
You always think of being on a big screen. And that's when I was featured on Academy Cinema. So the first one, I mean, I couldn't watch myself, you know, because it's so big. Normally you watch on TV and you don't think too much of it, and suddenly you have all the pressure of everybody's watching your performance, you know. I mean, it's a bit nervous, but it's also thrilling.
Quiero saber cómo llegué acá.
We had, at one time when we were shooting, we had about 13 people on the set, and not one was from the same country, which was really, really amazing. It's like, oh my gosh, we're all from different countries, and we're getting along well, which was really, really good. So it's just really good to be able to do that.
¿Te das cuenta?
Eve's New Year has been shown at the Academy Cinema in Auckland and more recently in Switzerland at the Swiss Film and Television Festival. Securing the distribution for the film is Jake's next big hurdle. It's a huge challenge, but one this young indie filmmaker is willing to take on.
After everything wraps up, it's when the distribution starts and the marketing, and I'm really learning that part of the industry. I'm also writing new screenplays for the next film that I want to make, but yeah, it's an ongoing learning curve for me. Yeah.
Hey, Bhagwan.
For more information about the film, visit www.evesnewyear.com.